Hey guys, it's Tammy. Welcome back to my channel. So in today's video we're going to be doing a anti haul. I haven't done one of these in years, mostly because I just wasn't buying makeup at all. Even if I really like something, I was just like, I have way too much makeup to justify buying it. But lately I've been in the purchasing mood. I don't know what's gotten into me, but I've bought quite a few things. I'm waiting on tons of makeup bits from AliExpress and I'm going to do a haul for you guys. Hopefully they all arrive like together or near each other so I can get that video done. So since I am kind of buying makeup nowadays, I thought I would just tell you guys what I'm not gonna buy and what I'm not really interested in and why. But of course I have nothing against these brands, and sometimes I've like seen things online and I'm like, I don't want that, and then it shows up at my door in PR and I end up loving it. So you just never really know based on pictures and stuff, but just by looking at the pictures I'm not into it. The first thing that I definitely would have anti-hauled is the new Norvina Volume 4. Like when I saw it online, it's definitely not exciting to me personally. The only kind of exciting thing about it was the hot pink shades, but other than that it seems to be like cool tone light colors that don't really work on my skin tone, and plus I don't really use cool tone browns and stuff. So yeah, overall the palette just wasn't my style and the color selection is not for me. And I said this in my review video as well, I wouldn't have purchased it if it didn't show up at my door, but because I did get it in PR and so many of you guys did like it, I feel like loads of you called it wearable, which is just such a weird word because anything is really wearable if you think about it. If you can wear it, it's wearable. But I get what people mean in terms of like natural, neutral, everyday, appropriate, all of that good stuff. But overall I just wouldn't have purchased the palette. It's not really my style and it's my least favorite out of all 4 palettes that she released. Okay, so next we have a palette from McGrath, and I personally haven't purchased anything from McGrath. I feel like the packaging's super cute, but I don't really like any of the collections that she's come out with. Nothing has ever screamed out to me. Like she really does have some gorgeous duochrome looking type of colors in her palettes, but as a palette overall it just doesn't like call to me. It doesn't inspire me. Majority of her palettes tend to be like shimmers with like 2 mattes, and I just prefer to get a full look out of one palette. I just like to have big palettes with variety so I can kind of switch up my looks, not just get the same type of looks from a palette. So even though some of her shimmers photograph really well and they do look really enticing, I just wouldn't buy the palette for that shimmer. So I guess I'm kind of anti-hauling the whole brand so far. We'll see what else she comes out with, but so far it's not my vibe, it's not my style of makeup. Okay, so next I'm seeing a new Naked palette from Urban Decay. Another one. I mean, at this point they just keep releasing Naked palettes, but this one is a purple themed palette. Now based on the packaging, I normally, because purple's my favorite color as you can probably see, I would have snatched this up in an instant, but then I saw the inside and it's just so, based on pictures guys, it's so muted. You have this random like baby blue in there as well, you get neutrals, and I understand it is called the Naked line, which is why they throw in the neutral type of muted purples. But at the end of the day, if you're going for a Naked vibe, how are you going for purple? I feel like purple, the color purple is so far from Naked neutral makeup. It's like, how can you put the two together? Almost like a juxtaposition type of thing, you know? The purples that they do have in here do look really nice in terms of there's a deep dark purple from what I can see, and there's like a duochrome purple similar to the one that I'm wearing on my lid. Overall the palette as a whole is just not, it's not looking exciting to me. I don't feel inspired. I don't feel like, oh my god, I need that. This doesn't scream ultraviolet. Her eye look definitely screams ultraviolet, but the actual palette itself doesn't scream, you know, ultraviolet purple to me. Okay, so the Jeffree Star Cremated palette, this is once again not my vibe at all. You know, let's exclude the whole theme and everything, you know, because it is poor taste coming out at this time, but the actual palette, even if everything that was going on wasn't going on, the actual color story of it is just so far from my makeup style. Gray is the color, the one color in this world that I avoid. I wear every color underneath the sun. Red, yellow, purple, green, blue, every color underneath the sun I feel really like cute in, you know what I mean? I feel confident in those colors, but as soon as I put on a gray, I'm like, I don't like this. I don't feel cute. I can do a black smoky eye, but even when I do a black smoky eye, I blend it out into a warm tone brown and orangey crease. Do you know what I mean? Like I don't feel comfortable blending it out with a gray. It's just really not me at all. So this palette is just a no. So Iconic London have new bronzers. This is definitely the year of the bronze thank God. I've been waiting. Listen girl, from 2015 I've been waiting for this year, because every single time a bronzer dropped, it was just like, okay, and what can I use? Where's my shade? Like, people didn't even release multiple shades of bronzer. It was usually just one shade. So I do appreciate that more brands are coming out with darker bronzer shades. Finally, big 2020, we finally got here, guys. However, these shades do not look dark enough. Just based on pictures, from what I can see, I don't have a shade here. They have released 4 shades, but just based on the pictures, it doesn't look like I have a shade here. The darkest shade is still lighter than my skin tone, if not my skin tone. So it's like, who am I gonna bronze with this? Who am I gonna bronze with this? It's definitely not me. I can't bronze me. Maybe my mom, but not me. And it's a shame, because Iconic as a brand, they came out with their highlighter drops and they have darker shades in that. So it's like, you know, darker skin exists. Like, why would you not just come out with a darker bronzer? Okay, so it looks like MAC has a new collection called Honor of Kings. And looking at the shades on the inside, I won't be buying any of it. I feel like MAC has been the same brand for the past 10+ years. I feel like they haven't evolved or changed with the times. They're literally doing the same collections that I was buying when I first started makeup. Their packaging has always been outstanding, like in terms of the themes and the ombres and the glitters. Like, the packaging is outstanding, but the actual products on the inside, I feel like they're always the same. I don't know, for me, I just really can't tell you the last time I got excited about a MAC collection. Maybe their Christmas one. They came out with this palette, hold on. They came out with the Star Dipped palette. This is glitter, and then the shades on the inside. Look how stunning this is. Like, this is the last thing that excited me from MAC. But apart from this, like, there's literally nothing that I want to spend my money on. So Huda Beauty has a new blush palette. I don't think I have anything from Huda Beauty. Looking at the first picture, I would think, oh, do you know what, that's all right, I could probably get away with like 4 or 3 of those shades. Then I scroll to the next picture and they all look super pale and light blushes. So I'm like, which is it? Why does it look so dark in the first picture, and then in the next picture it's all light colors that won't work on me? I don't know. Me personally, I'm over buying like face palettes filled with shades for everyone that you can kind of just like only use 2 shades out of the 8. I don't want to buy palettes like that anymore. I'd rather buy singles, or rather buy a palette specifically created for my skin tone. So the palette they've come out with is a 6 shade palette, but could you imagine if they broke that into 3 duos? You could have the light duo, the medium duo, and the dark duo. That way you're not getting unnecessary shades that you're not going to use. So Charlotte Tilbury has new bronzers, which I'm actually really interested in. So I'm not going to anti-haul this, because this is not a will I buy it video, but the eyeshadow palette I definitely won't be buying. It is a quad 4 shades of like neutral browns that probably everyone already has in their collection. I think if you have any eyeshadow palette in this world, like any, if you have one palette, you probably already have these shades in that palette, because they're such like standard neutral shades. So yeah, I won't be buying that quad. However, the darkest bronzer, I got my eyes on you, girl. Okay, you might be coming home with me. The bronzer is really pricey though. It's $55, which I think translates to about £35. £35 for a bronzer, but the pan does look huge. It will literally last you like a long time, but £35 for a bronzer? Charlotte darling, you're really trying it. Huda Beauty mascara, I did actually receive this in PR, I think it was yesterday, but I personally wouldn't have bought it. I haven't used it yet, so I don't know the quality of it, but I have drugstore mascaras and I wear lashes every day of my life. Like, if I'm wearing makeup, I'm wearing lashes 90% of the time anyway, so I don't really feel like it's necessary to splurge on a mascara for me personally. The drugstore has amazing mascaras, to be honest. Like, it does the same thing, it coats your lashes in black. What more can you ask for? Guys, help me. I just saw a picture of the 420 palette from Melt Cosmetics and I was so sure I was gonna get this, and then I saw it on Beauty Bay today and I was like, do I need this? Do I need this? It's literally just yellows and dark browns. Do I need it? Like, I don't know what it is about the Melt palettes, but it draws me in. It just makes me feel like I need it, and then I'm like, do you really though? I probably already have these colors. Like, this reminds me of the Jaclyn Hill, what was that green palette? Armed and Gorgeous, I think it was called. This probably is the same type of color story with the greens and the yellows. So why do I want it so bad? But it's £49 and I'd rather have the Muerte palette, but I believe the Muerte palette is kaput. It's done out here. They said it's not coming back. It was limited edition. That's it. So I just need to let go of that dream. I'm never gonna get it. So I'm anti-hauling it. Just so I'm telling you guys, I'm not buying it so you can hold me to that, okay? I'm not buying it. I don't need you in my life, okay? Even though you're so gorgeous. So we have this Stupid Love palette from House Labs, and I haven't tried anything from House Labs, but this palette, I'm gonna anti-haul it because I'm not feeling the vibes. I feel like something's missing. I do love blue eyeshadow. I do have loads of blue in my collection already, so I really don't need this. I feel like this palette needed something else for me to want it. For example, the Muerte palette has blues, but it also has like deep reds, and I just like seeing the colors together, which is what makes me want it. I feel like this palette, if it was thrown with other, like another color, I might have wanted it a bit more. Maybe if it was paired with reds or like greens or something else to it other than the blues and like some random neutrals, I might have wanted it, but I'm just not feeling it. Okay, so we have the Juvia's Place Walhalla palette, and I'm gonna anti-haul it, guys, even though it's colorful and it does look beautiful. I feel like the background just throws off this whole palette to me. I don't like the black, yellow and blue backdrop of the shades, if you know what I mean. It takes my attention away from the actual color story that they're trying to sell me in this palette. Like maybe if it was all black, I would get the vibes, I would feel like inspired, but just seeing the clash of the background with the shades, I don't know, it's throwing me off, guys. But see, the swatches of this palette looks gorgeous. Like the shades in here look beautiful. I honestly think it's the background of the shades that's throwing me off of the color scheme. I've just seen a comment that the Juvia's Place palette sold out, so I mean there's definitely people that are interested in it, but not me. I'm not one of those people. Okay guys, so that is it for now. That's all I'm really interested in talking about. Those are the newest kind of latest releases. Of course, not much is dropping nowadays, but out of the things that are dropping, these are the things that I'm not capping. That totally rhymes. I am such a rapper. Like honestly guys, call me Nicki Minaj. So yeah guys, that is it from me. Let me know all of your thoughts down in the comment section. What are you not buying? What are you buying? Let me know all of that good stuff. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up. Make sure you are subscribed, and I'll catch you guys in my next one. Take care. Bye.